Right, Pete, what are you doing today?
Just recoating this radius wall today. Because it's not a true radius, we've had to do them, cut them as we go, so you can't make a pattern to fit the whole wall.
Right, so the radius, you're saying it alters, it's not all the same?
Yeah, well what I'll do is now I'll put them on, as you can see, where some are longer than the others.
And they're just flat stones, Pete, aren't they? These are flat stones?
These are just, they're Spanish sandstone.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, they look absolutely stunning. But I see that you've actually ground some form of drip in there.
Yeah, there's a drip in.
You put a drip at each end?
Yes, on both sides, on this side and on that side.
And how did you grind that in?
I just used the 5-inch grinder with a vanity blade in it.
Yeah.
Just marked 20mm from the face to the cut.
With a pencil or something?
Yeah.
And you just did it by eye? You literally follow a line?
You get the, just follow the line.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that'll stop any rain going back, dripping back to the wall?
Yeah, because the rain will come to there and then
drip
clear of the stonework.
And you've got at least 2 inches standoff from the wall.
Yeah,
I see.
There's 50mm.
Yeah. Now I noticed that some of these are overhanging, Pete. Will you shape them later or something?
Yes, I've got a 40mm piece of plastic which I'll push against the wall.
Right.
Up to the underside of the...
As a standoff?
Yes. And then mark it round the same as I've marked for the drip.
And you will then
spin them off with the spinner,
just with your spinner, you'll cut them all off like that. Yeah. How are you going to stop water going down between the cracks? You're going to point it.
Penetrating the joint.
Right. Well, penetrating the. So what I'm saying is, I get it that the sandstone slab is waterproof, but if a little hairline crack forms in the pointing, and it probably will with contraction or something,
shrinkage,
how are you going to stop water going down into
Well, what I've done, because we haven't got any slate long enough to bridge the gap,
right?
I've got just your normal silicone, contractor silicone.
Yes.
And what I've done is I go along the joint with the silicone.
Right. Wow, yeah.
And then I'll...
Yeah, take your time, Pete. It's amazing to see.
And then put the...
Oh, right, mortar as well?
Yes, and then...
Wow. What's this mortar mix, Pete?
This is just 6 and 1 white cement.
Okay.
No lime.
Looks nice though.
Yeah.
No lime at all?
No.
Doesn't need it for this particular stone then?
No.
It's quite
makes
hard
it a harder joint.
And this is a hard stone, isn't it?
Yeah. And it makes it a little bit more, with the lime, this makes it more waterproof.
Okay, yeah.
In my opinion.
Is there any waterproof added or not?
No, I haven't had any to this.
But it's just the silicone?
Yeah. And then there should, hopefully, be a slight fall.
Oh, there is a fall, is there? Yeah.
This way, yes.
I get you, yeah.
And then with the silicone being in there,
yeah.
when you push in, the mortar doesn't fall through the gap.
Wow. It just sits on top of the silicone.
Yeah.
And you say this is a foreign stone, Pete?
Yeah, Spanish.
So what brought in for its weatherproof qualities?
Yes.
Because it's quite a big gap it's spanning, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But it's, overall, from face to face, you've got 630mm.
It's a heck of a span, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this was recommended by Goldholme, was it?
Yes.
That's really, really interesting.
They ship it in from Spain.
Yeah, yeah.
I've used them on patios as well.
Really?
Yeah, and they look really nice.
Yeah, I bet they do.
They come in 4 sizes. That's a 600, and then they do a 400 and a 500 in width.
And is there a bit of friction so you don't slip around on a patio?
Yes, there is, yeah.
So these could be used for a swimming pool surround as well?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Anything where you need a little bit of grip?
Yes.
Pete, you're doing a fantastic job, but I'm going to have to go. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it, Pete. Thanks for this great tip. Cheers.